Welcome to another Simple VoIP episode. And today joining us is our very own CEO and founder, Josh Robbins. Hi, Josh. How are you doing today?
Great, Arisa. How are you?
I am doing great, and I'm very excited to talk about technology, customer experience, and innovation. But before we dive into those topics, can you tell us a little bit about yourself just so the audience learns more about you?
Sure. So born and raised in California, went to school in Los Angeles and immediately made my way out to Chicago, where I've been for about 25 years. Worked for a couple corporate entities, maybe 2 or 3 years until I realized I was not fit for corporate America. Decided to go out on my own 1999, 2000 or so, and started a number of tech companies and ended up building and selling a voice over IP company in the early 2000s. Started SimpleVoIP up a few years later when I got bored of not being in the phone business. I got right back in and we built SimpleVoIP starting about 2016 to focus on retail restaurant chains, large multi-site distributed enterprises, and now have evolved into small, mid-sized businesses as well.
Amazing, Josh. And I know that you've been in the VoIP industry for a while now. In your opinion, what's the biggest shift that you've seen in business communications lately?
Lately, I think the biggest shift we've seen is kind of the death of desktop phones. I mean, here I am sitting at a desk talking to you over Teams. We don't have desktop. I don't have a desktop phone here in my office, and I thought we'd never see that. It's definitely changed the way business think. We've got to provide solutions that meet our customers or our end users where they are and where they want to work. And we saw offices closing 5 years ago when COVID struck. We saw companies start to hire outside of their local market. We saw people move, and companies like ours are very quick and easy to adapt and provide solutions for our customers to be able to enable them to have remote workforces. The not having a desktop phone anymore it was probably driven by that, as well as driven by mobile applications and a mobile workforce and folks that want to work from home, folks that want to work from as they travel on the golf course, wherever they want to be.
One of the biggest shifts as well is AI, and it's transforming every industry, including UCaaS. What's the biggest opportunity AI brings to business communications?
I think there's a lot of buzz around AI. Everybody's talking about it. I think there's a ton of opportunity with AI in a lot of industries. So specifically for us, I think that every single phone call creates an interaction with a customer or with an employee or with a friend, or whatever it is, and that interaction has all kinds of data in it. So recording these calls, transcribing these calls, summarizing them, providing a view into the sentiment of the call, all that becomes very important. What we can do with it, we don't know yet. We're all playing with it, and everybody's building apps and trying to figure out where the value is. I have some great ideas, and we're starting to see our customers embrace those ideas. But where it goes, we don't know.
And I understand that Simple VoIP is also getting into the AI game with SimplyAI and Caller Insights with all of
Yeah.
this rich data. How
Yeah.
is SimplyAI working to make communication smarter? Can you break it down on
Yeah.
how it actually works?
Yeah, great softball there. So Simply AI is a new product that we are currently developing. It's in beta right now with a few of our beta test customers. And we build applications based on what our customers ask for. So customers are asking for things like this. And the way it works is when a call is completed, and it doesn't matter if that call is made from a desktop phone or a SimpleVoIP mobile app or Microsoft Teams through our Teams connector or through our desktop, doesn't matter, inbound or outbound call, when that call is done, our system picks up the recording of the call and then runs it through a few different engines to both summarize, transcribe, and provide a sentiment analysis on that call. And then at the end of the call, what we do is we write all of that data into a database, and then we push it out to the customer optionally via email or a webhook that they can then ingest and put into their systems. And so what you end up getting is a call recap at the end of the call, which is really cool to get an email that says, hey, I just spoke with Arisa. We talked about the future of AI and telecom, and here are the action items that the system recognized. That's kind of how the product works right now. It's very simple. We just activate it and turn it on, and then you can start getting either email notifications or disable email notifications and get a webhook notification or no notification, and we'll just write it to a database so you can check it out later. Our larger customers that have hundreds or thousands of locations would love to be able to take this data and aggregate it across lots and lots of calls, hundreds of thousands of calls, and nobody has time to click through those calls. So AI to the rescue. So I think the next thing we're looking at is how to take large data sets of phone calls that have been summarized, transcribed, and then apply some sort of AI on top of that to trend those calls. Do things like pull out our competitors' names from 100,000 phone calls and how many times do people mention our competitors? And this is my customers' competitors. Or how many times do they mention a recent sale? Or is there a trend in certain stores in a retail organization that trends negatively? And maybe this region has some work to do and some training that could be done to help them on the phone. And maybe another region is trending better. And then on top of that, how do we correlate that data into our other sales and CRM applications? Do positive sentiment trends necessarily correlate with more sales at a retail store or a set of retail stores? This is the kind of thing that we're looking forward to push this data into our customers' other systems and then really get usable, actionable intel.
We're going to be coming out with Caller Insight, which is another exciting product that we're going to be offering our customers. So from what I know, Caller Insight is kind of like a caller ID, but way better. It's a data enrichment tool. What inspired you to develop this tool?
I love it. This is my absolute favorite application that we just built. It is Caller ID enhanced, super Caller ID. The way it works right now, we've done an integration with OpenTable. So for our restaurant clients, higher end restaurants, any restaurant that takes a reservation and uses OpenTable or Toast, we're also integrated with. When an inbound call comes in, you're used to seeing the name and number, right, pop up on the screen. And that's helpful. That's great. But what if you could get more information out of that? So what we do is we take that call as it comes in and we dip into the customer's OpenTable database. We match it by the phone number. And if we find a match, which very likely we will, we'll pull up data and information as the call is ringing before the host or hostess answers that call about the customer calling in. So things like any of their tags or preferences. So it might say VIP caller, or it might say call manager, or things like upcoming reservations. You have a reservation for 4 tonight at 6:30 p.m. Total spend, year-to-date spend, average spend. This is also good data points. So you know if a VIP customer is calling and the tags are on there and they've spent a ton of money, it'd be really nice to greet them by name and say, hey, Arisa, thanks for calling. I see you have a 6:30 reservation for 2 tonight. Can I help you with that reservation? So the goal here is enable our customers to provide a better customer experience. The interaction can be quicker, which means they can serve the people who are standing at the host stand trying to check in, their actual customers, quicker. And also it means they're actually providing a really personalized experience for that caller. That's a great experience when you're in the hospitality business, when you're in the restaurant business. It's all about the customer experience. Everything we do, everything we build, all the applications that we build, our portal, it's all directed by our customers. And our customers are telling us what they want so that they can provide a better experience to their customers. Our focus on industry-specific solutions has really differentiated us. Our focus on retail and restaurant in particular. All the tools that we've built have been around multi-site distributed enterprises. How do we make the life of the IT team easier? How do we become more flexible and more agile in terms of making changes to hundreds or even thousands of locations very quickly and on the fly so that our customers can provide a better customer experience for their customers? That's what it's all about. That's how we started the business. And that's how we have so many great customers that have hundreds and even thousands of locations. Because again, we've built these tools to help them manage these locations and provide service that's in a template-driven format so that we can standardize the delivery and deployment of service, the maintenance and the upkeep and the troubleshooting and the support and all that we do to make sure all the service is being delivered. It becomes so much easier when things are standardized. So I think that the initial vision was let's be the best UCaaS provider for distributed enterprises, and I think we've done that.
That's a great answer, Josh. And today was super exciting with us talking about technology, innovation, and customer experience. So thank you so much for watching us today. Wait for the next episode of Simple VoIP, and we'll see you guys again. Bye.